Yo, I think I'm gonna watch the tournament on Facebook, but I'm live right now. Okay. So after the
Freaky.
so you can come on the live and talk. After the first game, I'm gonna make a custom. So
Okay. How long have we been here?
so join the live.
Wait.
Fools.
Ancient, not pros, Lodi, no G-Sense, Legacy, Cowboys, NRX, Luke, the lag. Luke will try and contest that now.
I'm actually really looking over towards Legacy. They had such a strong group stage last split. They had a really good, like, that was
I can't read the comments yet.
There were a couple times where Legacy had something ridiculous, like 20 headshots in the game.
Yeah.
And they were one of the favorites to win the whole tournament. But they got into the grand finals, and they just kind of sucked. Like, they were very hyped up. They looked like one of the most dominant teams that North America's seen for a while. We saw what Sailors could do, and then you get to the grand finals, and they just didn't live up to the hype. So maybe a redemption series for them this time around, the last split of this season being played out.
They're going to look onto Lodi. They're looking to try and get a catch onto
Wado
members of
goes
F
down,
here.
my bro.
Side just playing this one out. A couple players being down on the Zap F troops already to start things off, so they're just going to move in, try and look for a couple of security kills. Where's the rest of the team? A little bit spread out here. Doesn't look like that's the most intuitive strat. Oh no, it's so far away. Where's my team? Yeah, that's it.
How do
Looks
I
like we're just gonna have to
I can't tell you.
see F troops being dropped down to one or two more players.
You're gonna watch from your from here.
Strange siege, not to throw your entire squad at the problem.
After this,
but
like
Lodi
the first one,
successfully
gonna make a
defend.
custom.
Not sure why you'd really want to attack the garage anyway. It's such an easy compound to defend. Lodi have such an easy time doing so. Don't even lose a player for it. I mean, they take a bit of
I want to
damage,
talk to y'all while
but
watching
get
this.
back
Who
through
y'all
that
got
nice
to
and
win?
easy. See a couple of people, you
Who
know,
y'all
on
got
Facebook
to win?
chat as well, cheering Lodi on. So they'll be pretty happy that they won the squad fight right there.
Nice little pickup
C9
coming
is
for the
in
team.
here. C9
Couple
is
of quick kills to
number
start off this
18. Where
early
is
game as
number
the playing
18?
zones
You
starts to
always
close
take
in.
that out.
We are just about the 10.5 minute mark, so
Nah, you're not
still
late. This
a
is not
few
my
minutes away,
custom.
still a
This is
decent amount of time away
RTS.
before the big fight starts to break out. We can see a little
Oh,
bit
God
of
damn,
a play
RNRS
coming
got
in.
knocked the
NRX
fuck
gonna
out.
see a player getting knocked down. Hito being the one to try
Not
and find
cool.
that one. Oh my goodness, Mego gonna get killed off. Side team managed to find that kill. So Cowboys, they're not gonna be able to heal up for 6,900 health this game.
Opal's block of shame strikes again. Too bad we find him, that's why he's not on a broadcast. But Sai getting, you know, a nice swift kill. They're another fan favorite team. They've been around for the longest time.
Who y'all like to win this?
Yeah. Sai coming into this competition, we've seen a lot of games being played by Group A, but they haven't been having the best performances, and that's looking a little bit problematic. Meanwhile, yeah, it's Cowboys versus Sai, both teams looking to try and establish themselves as king of the hill, but guess what? It's gonna be Sai that finds the knockdown.
One left.
Come on,
the last player over in the Sai Cowboys and make that none as the entirety of the team gets killed off.
Yeah, there you go. So Side weren't able to take down Cowboys initially there. But the final kill does come through, and that is Cowboys eliminated. They took down their match first.
And Sai,
and they only lose one player for it. So not as detrimental as the early game to lose one or two players in the mid-game gig. You still pick up full squad kills. Positional points should be enough. Sai be pretty happy with that trade, but at the same time, they still have to play out the rest of the match with only 3 players. Meanwhile, we can see Legacy getting into a fight here against Not. They're kind of pinned down. Sailor's been taken down as well. They've already lost a player. Mr. Aimbot over here could have to turn on his axe.
You can't say that.
Why not? I can say whatever I want, Grandin. You can't stop me.
About this, John?
Actually true.
Yeah, exactly.
Factually correct.
Yeah,
I concede. I don't want to take this fight. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I was
and I'm not sure if the Lags want to take this fight either. What is going on? Hovering right on top of the roof right now.
He's turned on his DDoS. It's DDoS against the aimbot.
He's gonna start rubber banding versus the aimbot. Yeah, that's the counter strategy. We'll see if anything's gonna pan out here. Just looks
I
like a
wouldn't rush him if
flashbang
I
was
was
actually
him. I
being
would take
used.
the
Out a
fight
couple
slow.
of quick shots onto
He
aimbot,
missed.
but won't be able to find much more than a
actually.
little bit of damage.
He better not go through that door.
Aimbot just gonna
He
be
better not
cross
go through that door.
over across that empty space there.
What's up, bro?
Looks like we have a couple more minutes before the big fights break out.
What do you think of an entire esports
Who y'all have to win? Who you rooting for?
Entire
I'm rooting for the Asians right now.
different games, same team,
Alright.
but it's a hackers tournament.
Already happens.
As in, but it's you. The tournament
Yeah.
is who can make the best cheat.
Oh.
And you play the game out, and it's basically, you know, teams of people who have cheats enabled, and the winner is whoever had the best cheat, and that's the tournament. Wouldn't that be a really good way for developers to like scout out what the problems with their game are in a very fun, unique way?
So it's that does sound pretty interesting.
Oh, Ali goes
the
down.
thing with that is it seems a little bit counterintuitive to bring people in, and then what they invest a lot of time and effort into making these exploits, and then it's done.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. So you do it as like a fun, because
GG to
people
FT
create tools like this either as a profession or
that's
on the
very
side
bad.
as a hobby, right?
Yeah.
So this encourages the people who do it on the side as a hobby to like, hey, instead of doing it to delegitimize actual gameplay, here's a legitimate platform for you to do it. And then you win a small token prize money, and then we take your program and we beat the crap out of it and hope that we never see it ever again.
So the very interesting thing with that, and some of that stuff as well. So I've done a couple of like competitions for myself, like CTF competitions, like capture the flag competitions. One of the challenges actually was to take an old version of CS:GO and use the source code that you have to implement a buffer overflow so that you can inject a virus into a computer.
What the heck?
Right, so basically, if you think about it this way, right, a buffer overflow is basically when the computer can't handle the number of inputs that you're giving it. So let's say you have two hands, right? So you have two hands, or you have a pail, and I pour water in, and I keep pouring water in until it starts overflowing, and then it starts splashing on the floor and everything, and it gets everything wet. Right, that's kind of the same thing with a computer. Your computer, if it's not sanitized properly, will end up in that same situation. If you go and hold on, NRX, they're still ending up in a couple of these fights. I mean, not pros. They got their swing at NRX earlier. It looks like V are gonna just move right in.
Ralph is over here.
That Cypher that want to try and take a couple of shots back. onto NRX.
Cypher have always been good at these long-range engages. We've often seen them pick up the scoped weapons in previous tournaments.
And GS.
And always had that upper hand in long-distance fights. You know, picking up 1 or 2 frags before moving in to close or seal the deal. Against NRX as well, who are kind of like the Agent Smith of this tournament. Everyone's just named Jamil on that team. Different spelling.
Yeah, they ain't rushing no one. Most excellent.
There. Meanwhile, Gamunjan's landing down onto not pros here. They've rotated deeper into the play zone.
They've got no game sense behind them. Then they got RT right in front. Oh boy, that's not a fun position to be in.
No, this is difficult.
Dang, they're really squeezed up.
Not sure if they have any way to play this one out, especially considering these teams are now just circling around them like sharks. A little bit difficult for Not-Pros to try and play this one out. Meanwhile, actually, it looks like RT are going to end up drawing fire from the other team by this play zone. Right, they might be able to get the shot here, pull out the scope, they spot out a member of RT trying to rotate over. They're just looking to try and peek down. Not sure exactly where they could be right now. Do you want to try and make setting up that competition, Fish? A hacking competition where you develop hacks?
I don't think any developer
I keep thinking I'm in charge of the custom, thinking I could change it.
So,
bruh.
There's some actually very
stuff like
interesting strategy
like
and technology that was used.
Oh, here goes Science Fighter. Is that an A95 like burst? Yes, it is. I guess Legacy aimbot. I think he's the last from Legacy.
Right?
So this
that's
a
what it
crossbow. This is
very
dangerous.
When you try to run DS games on the 3DS was that it would run it in a kind of virtual environment. It's not truly a virtual environment. It's basically think of it like
but
they put an actual DS inside your 3DS. and that technology was very much different from the other one. So so the input from your DS wasn't going to your 3DS. So DS games,
bro, why this guy talk about DS games? We don't care, bro. I
so heavily compromised. There's nothing left to do anymore. Nintendo basically gave up on that. There was like nothing else to be done there, right? But
come on, Asians, don't let me
people eventually managed to figure out was there was an exploit, which was that your name that is saved in the DS actually gets transferred over to the 3DS, and that thing has what we talked about, the buffer overflow, right? Where you put a string of characters so long that the machine ends up overwriting a piece of critical information.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that allowed people to inject their own code into the system, and that gave them the crack for the 3DS. So it's very interesting how people manage to find some of these exploits and really be able to bring out more customizability to these kind of things.
I found the biggest hack and bug ever in ROS.
Yes.
The hackers.
My 2 hands.
Dang, like
I'm so good that just I can aim so well.
So I get it now. So every time somebody says like there's a hacker in a game, it's just you.
It's just me.
It's just you playing.
It's just me because I'm just that good. People think I hack.
Actually, no, fucker. No one thinks so. No one knows you.
Number 1, by the way, in ROS. Cloud9 didn't sign me. That's why they lost in their League of Legends tournament.
What's the name on this game? What's his name on this game?
You get the whole organization gets a buff when you sign Fish. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Wonderful.
You sign me for 1 season, and then every single title you have a team in just
Legacy. That Legacy out right now, guys.
It sounds like you have a pretty heavy price tag.
That is Legacy out.
Not cheap, man. Not cheap. Not cheap. That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Pay you in Fish bucks.
Yeah. Team
Here goes.
They're gonna look over on Cypher. Henry pushes up by himself right now, but
I saw the distracting. They were supposed to laser the car.
Not sure how much he can do.
I know that was the shit. When they picked to laser the car, they would shot at shoot.
Collapse coming in.
That's sick.
From other members of Cypher, it's a big
Spoon, you got
squeeze coming in.
This is my boy Spoon over there.
They're looking to try and make a play here. Henry rotate around from the other side. Dukai has to try and push back into the house. Meanwhile, Legacy gets killed off somewhere else on the map. FN1 waiting on the top side of this hill. Capital Spoon looking to try and move in soon as well.
Victory trying to move in.
There's one player from Lodi stuck in the bedroom. Gonna get killed off.
Capital Spoon gets straight back though. The rest of the team are gonna try and push on forward.
And then as his teammates come over,
Lodi's by another team. V-Squad's gonna push in.
And FN1, they're joining into this fight. Cypher gonna get started being massacred.
Soul Tricks is over here is gonna go for the red or the finish.
Joining these fight. Oh, the foot through the wall. Lodi walks in, gets that quick shot.
Soldier just spots him out down on the ground.
I think there's one more victory, points. And this is gonna be crucial right now.
He picked up a lot of meds there, Opal.
If he
lots of meds were picked up by Lodi.
Yes, Opal.
Actually, he got killed.
Don't you love seeing the meds being picked up?
C9 is currently a fight, but we can't see because the cameras don't show C9 because they're gay as hell.
Elsewhere on the map.
We haven't seen Cloud9 all game.
Knowing Cloud9, they usually like to take the slow path in the mid game. Oh, FN1.
You see that?
He's gonna get knocked down. Get knocked down
what the
while he's
fuck?
trying to rotate over.
What?
Cypher getting killed off. FN1 is still on the uphill position. Lodi, despite the fact that they were the team to get sieged on. We see the little bit of help coming in from FN1 to get that safety and take out Cypher.
I don't know what, but it happens.
But now it's just come down to these 2 players on South Lodi to try and play this one out. A little bit more difficult now, but they should still be able to try and find something here. Meanwhile, we jump over onto NRX, who's just going to find a quick kill to wipe out the rest of 1.
Agents are currently alive. I think Big Slinger,
getting
Slinger
to the
and Big
final stages of this match as well, Brandon.
Oh, Ferg just got knocked.
Circle is much smaller now. You can see lots of teams trying to take different positions
just got knocked.
to attack this final circle. It's very coastal.
Zone
will actually shift up in a second, and then you can no longer use the coastal line as a zone to attack from, unless you're playing from outside the zone itself.
Team 13 is RT. I don't know what it's. RT gives
RT find a number of knockdowns onto C9. Looked like they got Ferg.
Slinger was killed, knocked outside the zone. As I say, Slinger and
Sign's going to be the one to get killed off instead.
We actually haven't seen
Cloud9 alive.
Yeah.
They're still on the edge of the circle.
This guy's med-stratting currently.
They take things slow in the mid-game. They don't really try to make too fancy of a play until they know for a matter of fact that they have something a little bit more secured.
Well, they lose Hawk's Nest. They still got 2 players left alive on the edge of the next play zone.
He's buying
and coming in this late, 2 players definitely enough.
As soon as he got a loop.
Toretto, he's got eyes on Soltrix.
Shoot, you fool!
He hasn't fired the shot yet.
He's not taking the shot.
Take the shot.
All right, there we go. Just holding out for a little bit. Just gonna try and heal up, get some meds going before he takes that shot. Meanwhile, Quavo is still waiting out in that downstairs garage there. Looking to try and get a shot on Toretto, but it's difficult.
Quebo knows now that somebody is staunching his compound.
NRX is going off right. NRX might take another victory. We don't know to see.
Poor guy just heard his teammate die outside. That's good line of sight here though, so he can actually spot out the exact tree where the shots were coming from.
I mean, we'll see if Quavo wants to try and contest for this position. Meanwhile, we jump back onto RT. Gibbs gets onto the ground as quickly as possible, but the rest of his team's him and his team still gonna get killed off. FN1 Toretto tries to push forward, doesn't expect the last player. The patience coming in from Quavo. Gonna help him find that squad wipe at least. 11 players left now. What has happened in these past couple minutes?
Lodi's going to be able to simply heal up towards the end of the game here. There's no question about it. Quavo's been able to take down not only a full squad because of Lodi's previous fight, but now he's got all his allies meds. He was taking the med straight up earlier.
Yeah, DMB gonna get knocked down. Doesn't spot out the enemy right at his feet there. NRX still so very strong in this game. Coming in and just gonna kill off BNB.
That's it. I think NRX with the 4 players that are inside the zone control this zone. The only other team that's looking to try and attack the zone itself is Cloud9, and they've only got 1 player left up. That's EXE.
Would you call that a team anymore? Just a single player. EXE is trying to make a miracle play.
Completely denounce Cloud9 as a team? Wow.
Stop putting words in my mouth.
Jack, if you're listening to this, Brandon's BMing your entire squad.
Jack, if you're listening to this,
I have XCs.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Let's see how long he can go.
3 players outside the zone, so 3 med traps going on. EXE trying to stay as close to the zone as possible. 1-on-4 is a difficult task. We haven't seen it done effectively yet. We've seen a couple of 1-on-3s, 2-on-4s, but not a 1-on-4, strict 1-on-4 yet.
I mean, we're hoping that EXE stays alive a little bit longer, at least longer than the med stratters. You know, being able to play aggressively enough to stay in the play zone deserves at least a little bit of
I know he was the last
of reward. Meanwhile, we'll take a look down over to Kingdom. It looks like Kingdom is still being alive. I thought Kingdom died off.
Yeah, it's only 1 player from the remaining squads, by the way. 1-1-1-1.
Oh, this is Ancient, not Kingdom. Alright. Yeah, so Kingdom dies off. It's Ancient that's still alive. And we're still taking a look.
Come on, Asians, you got this.
Trying to make their way in. NRX, they're just driving around, loops around the circle, spinning some donuts.
I think
this is important for Jamil because if he spots out a couple of players that are just outside or just inside the zone, he can start to look for these fights.
Alright, there we go. He jumps out, coming in with the gun. Puts it into EXE's face and says, "You're out of this game." So that's going to be C9 getting killed off.
Yeah, that's the final threat that was inside the zone. So NRX are going to be able to win this round, and we're just waiting for people to do the spinning hands of doom and slowly
Remember, we still have Team 7 over there with those dead bodies over there for the med strat. Big Star is currently med stratting.
Which one
I think
is going to be
he is spotted.
I feel like they spotted him out.
Is he? I don't know because of the cameras or ads.
You see how patient NRX
There's a guy over there with a plane.
Have one of their players outside just in case things go wrong.
Oh, I knew it was this guy right here. This is Safiro.
Control the final zone like this so well. Just put everyone inside.
This is the guy that leans and
shoots.
If you don't notice.
What can we say? They want to
contest
for Opal's block of shame. Well, who are we to deny them the right?
Jonelle, I don't know Jonelle. Big Star is making his way into the zone,
that's the music.
but from downhill, it's going to be quite difficult due to the fact of he can't see where they're at in the position, but he'll
be able to get in here.
Yeah, still pushing on in. He took a little while to get here, but still finds his way into this next one. He's a lot more damage from the next one, so he's just going to try and get into safety first.
And like we said, 1-on-3 is definitely doable. We've seen it before. Quite a few times, actually, we've seen a 1-on-3. You get the jump onto 1 player, turn it to a 1-on-2, that's just a simple clutch play that you have to make from there onwards.
Oh yeah, it's so simple.
So everyone's making
just get a clutch play.
Maybe the mids
actually just very easy.
But Big Star, looks like he ran out of meds while waiting on the outside, so just gonna have to try and make a play here.
Yeah. I agree with you for once.
Finds himself in a fortunate position.
At least try to get a kill.
Stop scoping this area. Players
that's
the
the last guy.
dropping.
He's the last. At least he's got to try to get a kill for a 1 point, like a point or something.
On this side of Ancient.
Someone in Facebook chat just wrote, "Spectate Ferg, please."
We wish.
Ouch. Why you got a BM Cloud9 like that?
Bro, why are you looking up in the sky like that, bro?
You just made it into BM. Oh, there we go. He spots him out. Did they spot him out? Coming in with a couple of quick shots on to Janio NRX. Look, they've seen Big Star. They know how this one ends, and it ends with a victory.
Yeah,
as the end of game 1 comes in. NRX find this first game win.
Yep, nice and easy win for NRX as well. They had 4 players inside the zone. They controlled it very well. They picked it up with quite a few frags.
12 kills coming in for first place. NRX, Luke.
Big. C9 got 2 kills.
Ancient gonna find no kills here. 5 kills over onto Lodi. It's going to be the 5 kills going over onto the laggers, and C9 managed to pick up 2.
You'd have to say a disappointing game coming in from Cloud9. They're 2 kills in 5th
only
place. Probably
only
not the start they would have wanted
actually,
to today.
I can say perform top of the game.
They still got a couple of matches to play.
I mean,
the rest of the teams were sloppy.
Stage.
Yeah,
this group.
They played 6 matches today, and
6
matches.
Yeah,
and if anything, Cloud9 always does this.
That was sloppy. The games were sloppy. That was sloppy. I ain't gonna lie. That was sloppy. That was hella sloppy. That was sloppy. It's real bad. I don't know. He hard though. Oh fuck, there's scrims today, huh? So I know one's gonna join because of the damn scrims. This is not the time to be alive. I should made the zone fast. Yeah, 5th is 2 kills. So that's a. I gotta see what position the Asian skin is. What's better, blue or black levers? The black one is the cheapest one. The blue one, only the bottom is the what you call it. The blue one is pretty. I like the black one isn't bad. A lot of people, I don't really see a lot of people with the black one. So you can try to be you. You know, black one. Come on. I know that's the real Ferg right there. A custom right now for y'all to warm up. Come on, I know y'all want to play some customs right now. Come on, get in here. For warm-ups. I think that's the real Ferg. I think that's the real Ferg. Oh, that's them. Well. This is the fake Fergs again? I ain't sure. Let's get some RGS warm-ups real quick for the players. That's what I'm here for. Let's get some warm-ups for the RGS players. What is RGS? Raw, well, something global series, Ross Global Series, something like that. Okay, you got the white one. Nice. That's one of the rares. I got the pink one, the pink top. I gotta get the bottom for it. This could be the fake Ferg again. I don't know, cause I don't see X here out here. I should name it RGS warm up. Put fast on. Yeah, I'm gonna do that after. Yeah, let me make it like that. You gotta. The white one is expensive to remodel. Is the team's gotta go directly into it, or they can't play? What is it? Cause it's 10 minutes they gotta wait. I got the bottom. That goes really good with the levers. Oh, okay. I gotta pay 25 per purchase for the bottom. $272 bottles. That is definitely fake. I think. I don't know. Let's find out. After the next RGS, let's check out this the fake. I'm gonna search this ID again if I can. From the members from the RGS come in here. I don't know. That's the stats there. I would have to see Ferg's stats to see if that was a real Ferg. This guy's so stupid. She's gonna ask what's the password for the RGS custom. Like anyone would tell you, bro. The Empress have been crazy. It was. Is that? Oh. Cause that's his stat. Maybe I don't know if they want to warm. They gotta go directly in it. I think teams are gonna play different now. Let's go. Y'all got 10 minutes before the next one, like 15 minutes basically. So I'm gonna start soon. So join and so I can start. If you don't join, that's your problem. I'm gonna start. 15 minutes as it starts. Sorry. Fuck. I didn't even see Dylan. In the custom? What you mean I'm not in the custom? What custom? I'm lost. Okay. Okay. It's just a quick game to so after you can watch the next round. For fun. This is for fun. Did I raise the loot? What the heck? This person found so much loot. Why my customs like this? This is dumb. My game just closed. Oh, that happens. Did I make this zone faster? What? Bro, something's wrong. I can't stand this for no 3 minutes. For one zone to close. I might back out of this too. When I get 1,000 subscribers, over 1,000 views every video I post, or something like that. I think that's how you get paid on YouTube. If I get paid from YouTube, I would make a lot of more customs for prizes. I'll be giving back to y'all. Yeah, I might back out of this. I swear, Beast has horrible Wi-Fi. I'm just here to the next RGS. I hear footsteps. Don't I hear footsteps? I know I hear footsteps. What's wrong with people's Wi-Fi? I mean their mics. I know, bro. Y'all need proper. I use damn earphones for $25. I bought little earphones, and it's good. I can hear. Here goes Brisbane. GG to them. I'm so happy that some of y'all with Echo. Who's that guy in over here? Come on, beast. Go into the fight. Go number 21. Fight. Come on, Kakashi. This is what I like right here. Aggression. He doesn't hear the footsteps? Why don't people hear footsteps? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all need earphones or something. Okay, who else? Come over, Better Lake. No. Who is this guy? Y'all worrying about this? Come and fight. And as soon as it starts, I'm backing out. I don't care who's in it. That's what I'm talking about. Go better. That's what I'm talking about, Beast. This is what I like for, bro. You got it. I hold on to this to go into this house. Ooh, that's a dangerous spot right there. I just learned something. Thank you. That's tough. These are very, very helpful. Oh, that actually died from through the window. You better move, fool. That's what I'm talking about. Some fighting. Who was Team 5? Who was these two? Damn females. I want to see some fighting. We're gonna spectate this for the time being. He's solo against the squad. I'd rather play it and watch those guys. You're gonna get a shot with that shotgun. What you doing? GG, bro. Any good teams fighting now? That want to fight? Any other good teams? Team 7 going. Team 7 stream snipe them, please. I'd rather watch the loading screen from RGS commercials than watch them camp a whole game. Or y'all just drive around doing none. Stream snipe, they haven't moved. Light Ross. Stream snipe, fool. Some free kills. Go bitter or some. Go bitter first. Close my door, bitch. If y'all don't go better, like y'all can't be serious. Ooh. Lol. Goddamn stream snipe. Finally. Yes, meet him across the bridge. Finally, some fighting. GG, you're out. Next, go to the gas station. Go over here. These guys are in the open. Guys, stream snipe fast. I don't know why it's so laggy too. If y'all can't find these fools, y'all fools. I don't know if it started yet, but I want to watch it. So let's go. RGS, let's get it. Go. Who's number 7? Y'all going the right way. Go. They're in the open. You cannot lose to these guys. Hey. Oh, here goes the fight. My phone is hot or something. Oh, dang, my phone is extra hot. I gotta put it in the freezer real quick after this. There's a guy in the open. Yes, they're over here. You don't see this guy? Wow. My fan is broken. I broke it. I was pulling it and it dropped and I broke it. Oh, GG. Thank you so much. Okay, ease wins. I broke my damn fan. Oh, my carnival's open up. Can I get something good? Bullshit. Like literally bullshit. Congratulations, you got a 5. I don't give a fuck. Because that shit is trash.
Always has a slow start.
Shut up, y'all talk a lot.
Far away from that. We're like halfway.
It started. Oh,
Only halfway.
Yeah.
Can you guys pick up the slack
well,
and do your jobs?
Overclocking processors only brings us to about 5 units.
Can you guys pick up the slack and actually do your jobs? Like hurry up and invent these things?
Yeah. That's all we're asking for. Just hurry up and invent these.
No, you hurry up and invent these things.
I need to do it?
Yes, it's part of your job.
It's part of my job scope?
Yes.
We're doing the research and development team now?
You are the research and development team.
Oh man.
You know what, Beast?
I mean, you like.
I'll make you a bet.
So much.
Tell me which team is gonna win this one, and you're gonna
Even though you got those wrong, I'm pretty
give
sure
me a
you
number.
won't
There's
fail
18
again.
teams. Give me a number. What number you choose, and if they win, I'll make you a mod. Deal.
Just put me in coach.
Don't stuff it up.
Alright?
It's just the world that's, relying on you, that's all.
That's all. Just gotta,
You guys
nothing much. Just gotta find
2 minutes to tell me.
contribution somehow.
What time is it? It is okay. 1:35. Okay, you got to 1:37 to tell me.
Team's taking a little bit of a slower approach moving into this game. Following and tracking some of these teams, not all that many dropping by Recipe, not that all that many over on Recipe, considering the playzone does have that that space available. It's interesting to see teams not really prioritizing it. Might just see it as a little bit too dangerous and opt to move more central and away from some of the teams that try and break into the playzones coming in. Few shots coming out from both sides. FT looking to try and trade back.
Shock Supreme. What will he do here, Granite? What would Shock Supreme do?
What would Shock Supreme do?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a question best left for Opal.
Why?
I think Opal can get into their heads, figure out what they want to do.
Why is that?
I mean, he knows what we Canada do. Why wouldn't he know what Shock Supreme would do?
That makes no sense. What? He will know what Canada will do because he's Canadian. He's not
okay.
Shockian.
You say FT troops? Okay.
I'm gonna sit it out
FT
loud.
troops when you're gonna be a mod.
You don't ever
For you.
make sense.
Choose.
Have you ever made sense?
I'm gonna put that aside. I don't think that I'm gonna retract my statement.
Yeah, put a lot of things to the side, Grandin.
Those words were never said.
No, they
So
were
I'm gonna
definitely
remember
said.
you.
We
You said
heard
FT troops.
Absolutely not.
Okay, it's gonna be.
Well, you know what was said though? Cypher. They said fighting words because right now they're trying to play it out against Kingdom. Both teams looking to try to collapse in on one another. Kingdom being the ones that have to retreat into the fortification of this house. Meanwhile, Cypher pushing in from the bottom floor. RPG locked and loaded, looking to try and pick up that first kill. Oh my goodness, coming in, gets the knockdown onto Kingdom. Over on the outside, we still see them playing it out. Cypher gets the second knockdown. That's 2 kills already in the pockets of Cypher as they look to try and kill off members of Kingdom.
One of the players just run over towards one of the trucks, just hiding there. Davio taking quite a bit of damage. Shane's not pushing forward though.
Yeah, but the Molotov burning him out, plus the damage from Shane. Gonna set him very low here. Gonna try and find a little bit more. Ruff gonna be over by this side. That's Ralph. Yeah.
Why are you spectating Henry?
Blocking away a little bit here.
Oh, this game is good.
Want to deal with this? Oh no, Davio, you just drove away. Didn't even want to look at this fight anymore.
Nothing much you can really do when your team gets wiped out. You can either take a fight or just try to live to fight another day. It's just a disaster from the start. When you lose 3 members of your squad sub 10 minutes and you get nothing in return for it, you're hoping to survive till late game. And I mean it when I say you're hoping to, because the chances of you making it that far in the match are really, really low now. Because you don't have the meds, you don't have the ability to sustain through. You're just relying on the gear you currently have, and it's only early game gear. So you're not going to win any fights because you don't have any teammates. You're not going to be able to med up. Nothing.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little bit problematic for these teams to have to try and survive into the late game. It is a hope and prayer for them. Meanwhile, we jump over on the Cowboys, who've had a rough past game. Now they're looking to try and turn favors into to their side.
Oh, Cowboys versus the Asians.
Not that much you can do here. Both teams just trying to eye each other down. A little bit difficult to make a play. We've seen a little bit more action in that last game. This game, significantly slower coming into it. 63 players left alive, just pushing into that 11-minute mark. A little bit dangerous to be playing things so... I mean, it's kind of counterintuitive. You play games safe to make it into the late game to get up more points, but you need to play aggressive if you want to try and catch up in points. We'll be taking a look at the team totals later on into the games, but so far it's looking like some of these teams are not picking up enough points. It's going to be more difficult as we start pushing into that revive fight in finals.
Especially when there's so many teams in the tournament, only 9 make it straight into the finals, and then you have, what?
Your next 15 going to the revive fight, fighting for the final 6 spots in the grand finals. So it does get cut down.
God dang,
You're going to need to start picking up the points. It's going to be a big fight on the beach.
Yeah, it looks like F-Troops are going to be the ones to pick up the points here, killing off members of FX. Just going to pick up a number of quick kills without losing anybody on this side. A couple of players get down, but what does it matter if they get all those points?
Yeah, I like the focus on picking up the teammates here, because you don't know where that final player is. It'd be nice if you were able to get the clean kills on the final player. But this way you can pick up the teammates, less risk of them falling and dying right away. Higher chance to be able to play through the rest of the match with your full squad intact and not in tatters.
Find Shock Gaming, who looks to be the first team getting killed off at the start of this game. So what happens on the Gamer Fish podcast?
Don't know. I'm trying to figure out what these teams are doing right now, though. Like, it's just been a strange early game. I can't tell if it's because we have 70 players. What are you? Stop it.
What are they doing?
What the heck?
It's jumping off the plank.
Did they literally just drive a truck into the water because they can?
Yes. They walked off the plank.
Anyways.
Silly players.
Yeah, this is RGS.
No, but yeah, we've had such interesting games because we've had so many fights in the early game. I can't tell if that's down to some early aggression or if it's the more players in the map. I'm leaning towards the latter heavily. But then in this stage of the match is where we see a lot of the mid-game firefights, but we're not getting any at all because teams move into the zone, they set up position, and it seems like everyone's just avoiding one another for these mid-game fights, not wanting to take it until they actually have to risk it all.
Yeah, it's a passive kind of strategy. You don't want to take fights that you don't have to, but I'm a big fan, I'm a believer of actually playing out well-executed fights, sieges, and really being able to pick up those points. Because when you get those really standout games, then that's when you're going to be able to develop yourself and draw a significant lead over the competition. It's been difficult, as is, for some of these teams to just barely get the points to scrape by. If they want to be able to get some safety and some security going into the finals, they have to try and pick up more points. And when you play that grand finals game, previous points don't count. So you need to really be able to try and take control there.
Yeah, especially when teams like Lodi have been able to pick up 400 points in a single match. And because the kills were weighted so top heavy, Lodi had 14, I believe the next best was 5. Even teams like Cloud90 came in 5th, only had 2 kills. It means the separation between first and second is ridiculous. About 200 points, just shy of 200 points. And that separated the number 1 and number 2 squad, and that's insane.
Yeah, that's a big gap.
For a first place finish.
Well, let's see if there's anything that to do as they try and jump into this compound. Might be trying to take out the opposing squad here. Legacy already see a number of players down on their end. One more still holding out in that outside compound. Marcelo providing some up and the cover gets knocked down onto Gordo. But only one player left on the South Legacy. They've already lost a few of their players here.
Again, Legacy are coming back in with vengeance. Had a very poor run in the grand finals last time round. Now looking to have a similar group stage to what they had before, which was very dominant, but they just can't find their groove.
Oh my goodness! The Firecracker is just gonna wipe out Legacy there.
Never mind, they did find their groove there, Grandin.
I mean, wiping out Sai. I mean, Legacy with the Firecracker to wipe out Sai. What an impressive play, reversing the situation there.
That's insane.
Absolutely. Now we jump back over onto NRX. They picked up the huge win coming in to game number 1, and now game number 2. Looks like they want to try and kill off BNB. Ripple Eye still trying to find a couple of shots by hiding down by the canals. NRX Luke have good position for themselves. Molotov coming out, burning out Ripple Eye along the play zone. Not sure how much you're going to be able to stand there, buddy. He's got to play the flawless lava here. What is going on? Ends up standing in the flames, gets killed out, and meanwhile, Play.
He set himself on fire, granted. It's a bold strategy, but it doesn't pay off.
No, it doesn't seem to pay off at all. And now, Flay still waiting out in the house, trying to make a last-ditch stance here, but looking a little bit too difficult for himself. Ripple Eye gonna be killed off, and Jadil find one more kill into their pockets.
Which Jamil, though? Which Jamil?
Every one of them. They all get kills.
Haunted Jamil's the Agent Smith of ROS. I like that they're playing the bridge as well. It's actually the first time we've seen a team attack the bridge. Like, usually we've seen, what? One team maybe attacking the bridge, but very rare. We've actually seen fights take place. That's all happening over there. Just north of logging camps.
Yeah, it's been... A lot of teams don't really look to the bridge as that priority target. They would oftentimes prefer to just play it in a safer fashion. Try and make the larger rotation around and then into the center of the play zone. Or some teams like to camp around the play zone, but not all that many play around the bridge.
I like it because you can attack the bridge. Easy choke point to, you know, fight for, and then immediately move from the bridge deeper in towards the zone. And you've got lots of ways to attack it. Directly in, or even move through the outskirts like some of the teams are doing right now. But we've still got a couple of firefights going on here. CB trying to pin down FT. Grenade.
Cowboys trying to get themselves a little cover, but a couple of shots landing onto the
Oh, he missed.
Oh, this is how the heal gun won't be able to find the res on the Sang right away. Say, oh my goodness, he tries to crawl over. What are you doing, buddy?
Now, Ferg was actually able to snipe that kill from a different compound, so an extra 15 points going over towards Cloud9 for that free frag.
Hey, Cloud9 isn't going to say no to 15 points.
It's not that hard, you know, to say no to 15 points.
It's not that hard?
No, you just say no.
Just say no?
Yeah, it's easy to say no to 15 points, granted.
Alright. Now we take a look back over onto FT. We're just at that, almost at the 19. Playing them closing in a little bit more. A few of these teams are going to try and make their way in. RT firing at Ghost. He does. Whoa! Just saw blood there. What's he shooting at? Meanwhile, back inside the house, his team's going to get collapsed on by Not Pros, but Not Pros get the fight turned around on them. They end up being killed off. I think that's just going to be down to that one last player on Not Pros. Although 1 or 2. C9 now trying to make their way in, but it looks like F troops have a little bit more vision on them. All right, they're gonna drive in from the side. What's Wadu gonna do? Wadu?
What did you do?
What is Wadu doing?
He dies.
Looking at the wrong side, doesn't even spot out C9. Just gonna drive on by.
Well done. Cloud9 should be pretty happy, picking up quite a few frags and third-party majority of this fight here, Grandin. They make me so proud.
Well, Ferg got finished off.
Can't do it. Yeah, no?
C9 might go down.
Yeah. No. I agree. I mean, they've been having good games coming through. I really like the. I mean, I feel like that's twofold. You know,
I say this by
they
the way.
have a big organization.
They're down to 2 players, and Ferg messaged us during the break and said that his Wi-Fi disconnected him during the last match.
Look,
that sucks.
It's time to buy a better router. But you know, it's twofold, because not only do they have a big organization backing them up, because it's one thing to have a big organization backing you up, it's another thing to also develop your brand and your individual status. As we take a look over onto C9, moving forward, the killing of Tony. He's hiding out of the bathroom.
Tony tried to met up at the very end there, but gets caught out. Cloud9 get a few extra frags for themselves. So I think about 4 to 5 frags being picked up by the team already, but down to 2 players means Hawk's Nest.
Okay.
And Hot, I believe, is the last player left alive.
Yeah, it's Hawk's Nest and Hot.
Need to play this one a bit safer.
I mean, alright. You need to develop yourself individually alongside your brand if you want to have the kind of recognition that C9 have been able to get for themselves, right? I think that's an important part. I think that's kind of where I was trying to go with that.
Or, in the wise words of an analyst in Southeast Asia named Jupiter Storm, aka Jensen Go.
Alright.
Okay. Wise words, alright?
Wise words.
Win. That's the best way to prove yourself. That's the best way to show that you're a top team. That's the best way to show that your development's been successful and that you're great. Win tournaments. Win everything.
I agree. You gotta win. But the team that wins isn't necessarily the most popular team. They oftentimes are.
It depends on what.
Of the hype that surrounds them.
I can't answer that right now.
But that doesn't have to be the case.
Doesn't it now?
It doesn't have to be the case. I think it's more important to look back at teams and see how they have their branding, their growth.
What? You're saying that it's more important for teams branding than to win tournaments?
Like, look at every single thing about them.
Now you're starting to sound like some fashion designer hipster. It's more important that the aesthetic matches than that the clothes are actually wearable.
True. Right? You know, it doesn't matter if the clothes are unwearable. It doesn't matter if you're like wearing like aluminum cans, like it's cutting into your flesh or whatever. It doesn't matter as long as it looks good, right?
What? That's exactly the opposite of what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely true. You're right, Fish. Thank you so much for your TED Talk. All right, we're getting back into games. FN1 holding out. A number of teams now looking to try and drive by.
Just like you're arguing about stupid signs and how the medkit sign strikes fear and still scaring you, I should say.
Hiding out over by the back end. Hawksnet is going to get knocked down for the plane zone damage before he's going to be able to heal up. No, it's actually going to be Lodi that make their way in. And they're going to spawn out C9 while they're still trying to rotate over.
Toretto holding onto a really good spot here on the top floor. The rest of the team is either out there with him scouting out players from around this compound. It's on top of a hill as well, so they get a nice 360 angle, but then Soundtrack's going to get taken down by X1.
Yeah, Loading managed to find that kill on the Hawk's Nest, but they end up drawing attention to themselves and end up wiped out.
X1 is Team Ancient. They were previously known as Team Primal. Players like Big D and Big Star have been around since the dawn of time for ROS.
Look back over onto NRX, who are being almost killed off. Looks like Janelle might be able to be safe still, but FN1, they've taken a player down.
Oh, they traded.
Trading back over with NRX. NRX taking quite heavy casualties coming into this game.
Oh, Janelle.
Last player for NRX now, I think. Still on that bottom floor. They could look to try and move down. Maybe try and pick up a kill there.
I don't even know, but I will see them soon.
Taking a look over onto NGS. Absolute gets a couple of jump shots. Looking to try and turn this play around. 1 versus 3. Gets to reload, but he doesn't find the time to do so. And the rest of his team not going to be in position to help him out. And the entirety of NGS gets killed off. Tata comes in just to play spoiler. It kills off Cake.
But look at this, for 25 or close to 25 minutes in here, Granted, 17 players still left alive. Very small circle coming up next. This team's going to be forced away from their compound shortly as well. You can already see a couple of their players forced to med up as they take damage from the green zone. They should be moving shortly. Look at that. That space right in front. That open area there is the next play zone. That's what teams have to move out towards.
Wow, that's a small space to play from. We're taking a look over onto Lagger. This team not the best showing for themselves, but they're trying to put all that aside and come in and play standout game right now. Just jump into the vehicle, give himself a little bit of cover for now, but with opponents approaching from all sides,
yeah, that's a
where are they supposed to go?
Very bad position.
X1, they have clear visual over the Laggers right now.
Ancient looking to do what they can. They're pinning them down. Lots of grenades being thrown out. Big Star still outside the zone. Med shredding a little bit. See Ali and Big D are both pushing the final player from Laggers.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be Clone waiting out his doom as X1 push in, firecrackers out, dishing out some damage.
So they're going to push forward manually. Easy pickup coming out from Big D as well as Ali.
Yeah, not even a problem though. Still managed to find that knockdown and kill. That's one more squad wiped out with 12 players left standing. Is the last player from NRX. Tata tries to push in by himself right now, losing a lot of health from the top side of the ridge. Still gonna get knocked on the outside of the play zone. Wasn't able to find time to heal up. Oh my goodness, C9 still in the running for this. Hot manages to find a kill for himself.
2 players left on Cloud9. They actually have 1 player who is outside the zone med stratting here, so Hot's the only person pushing in towards the zone. Cloud9 relying on that med strat to try and pick up the extra points in game number 2 today.
Do they have another player? No, I think that's the last player, right?
I believe so, unless 13 stacked up on top of an 18.
No, I think that's...
Then it should be the last player already for Cloud9.
Likely the last player coming in for Cloud9 to try and stay alive on the outside. But guess what? X1, they've taken control over this play zone. And it looks like Ancient's gonna be able to find themselves a decent number of kills moving into this one. 6 kills onto Big D. Janelle tries to move in. NRX went for an aggressive play in the early game. They still managed to find themselves a decent number of positional points at the very least. So not all too bad, and they have still those early kills, as we mentioned. At least it's gonna help them pad themselves up.
Oh, can Janelle do it? Look, he sees Big D up.
Dang, Ali got him.
I feel like he made a little bit of a mistake there, Janelle. Had he have just stuck with the ADS, I think he might have been able to pick up that kill. But look at this. They're going to pick up 3rd place. Ancient pick up 1st place in map number 2, and it's Cloud9 that come in 2nd thanks to a med strat. Let's get that block of shame on top of them. let's get over to that Cloud9 team. Boo!
This guy a hater.
That's what I want. I want a live audience for ROS, and every time they med strat, you you just have like the studio go, "Boo! You cowards! You don't deserve your trophies."
Yeah, I mean, so I don't think we could get you your live streaming audience, but I'm sure Opal could get a MIDI controller and he could get you like that little
Just get me a
setup.
laugh track and
Yeah,
you
he has your laugh track. He has the your right fish, your right, and then he has the boo.
Just make one of the current popular YouTube video, medstrat.exe. Just all the memes and compilations of funny sound bites.
Yeah,
along.
Basically, then he just puts it onto a MIDI controller. And you just press every button.
Yeah.
No, you would abuse the heck out of that. I changed my mind. You're not allowed to have this.
I want this.
You're not allowed to have this.
I need this. I don't think you understand.
This would be heavily abused on broadcast.
I need this. I will fight you. Then you'll know. You'll know true power.
You're gonna collect all the Infinity Stones.
I don't need the Infinity Stones. I'm that Marvel Universe being, the one that keeps equilibrium across all the multiverses, and he has the power to decide when to just kill a universe. Cool. That's me. I am that strong.
Cool. Wonderful to know.
So the universe you're in, I could just goodbye. Gone. Grandin's over.
That's great to know, Fish. That's great to
Dang,
know.
They made
Meanwhile,
universe with Grandin.
Finally,
kills him first.
Ancients being able to pick up that win at the end of that
There's
game.
a really big win for Ancients too. Remember, these aren't any strangers to the scene. Like, they've been around for the longest time. Big D used to play on the same squad.
Yeah.
It's a couple of the Cloud9 players. Big Stars has been around for a while as well. And they were previously known as Team Primal. So this is a really experienced team. Cloud9 picked up quite a few frags in that match. Six kills in second place is not bad. This time round, though, unlike the first game, it seems like a lot of the teams kept their squad alive throughout the mid and late game. So we have a much more evenly distributed kill feed.
It's just doing good. It's good, bro. For real. Pigs joined ADR. I think Asians got one more game to play. I don't even know how to do this.